So as you're moving around module pages in the menu, uh, the menu items shouldn't affect the actual content on the page. In fact, it won't affect the content. So if you ever want to switch your modules around, don't worry about it actually affecting the content. But a good thing to do is just make sure that your modules are in the correct order in the menu, and then make sure that each item is linking to the proper page. So if I click on content and I click, the social model of disability, well, this now is not the right page. So I think what happened is maybe someone changed the title of these pages, thinking that it was changing maybe the title of the of how it appeared in the menu. So that's okay. It's just be careful where you're changing the title. So I think what needs to happen now, since the menu seems to be in the correct order, is that you'll now have to go into the pages and make sure that the title, you'll have to change the titles around, because now it's all out of sync. So how I would do that is I would go page by page. So I know that I'm starting with the individual models of disability, so I click on that. Right now it says social model of disability. So now I have to go into my editor under pages, and I have to search for the social model of disability page, which says it here. So I'm going to click on that page. So now this is incorrectly labeled. I need this to say individual models of disability. And then the slug needs to change to maybe individual models, so that the and I'll show you what the URL slug is, but basically your title of your page and the slug should kind of match, so that that's what students are seeing. So when I go to preview this page, I can click this link at the very bottom. Oh, and you know what? The URL didn't change here because I didn't update the page before I clicked preview. So that's actually important. I actually am going to exit out of that. I'm going to update my page, and then I'm going to visit the page. And see here, the URL slug changed to individual models. It now says individual models of disability, and let's make sure that it's correctly linking in the menu. And it is. Perfect. So let's go over that one more time with the social model of disability, because you'll now have to go through each item and make sure that it's linked properly. So if I click the social model of disability, it's now saying this is the beyond the social model of disability, which it looks like these two were kind of mixed up. So now I have to go back into my editor. This page is properly updated, so I don't have to worry about that. I can click back. I'm going to check what was that. When I click the social model of disability, this shows up. So now I need to find this original page, which is somehow linking to the chronic illness page. So this is a bit of a messy thing now. But I imagine if I go back into the pages and I type in chronic illness, let's click beyond the social model of disability. See what's actually coming up. Oh, it is linking to this chronic illness page. Okay. So this is what I'm seeing here, beyond the social model, but it should actually just say the social model of disability. So this needs to say the social model of disability. I need to change my URL slug because that's totally confusing now. Social model, I can probably just call it. Remember to update the page, and let's view it now. So it says the social model of disability, and when I click on this item, perfect. The menu matches up with the page. So let's do that one more time because this one was a little bit confusing. So if I click on beyond the social model of disability, it's linking to neurodiversity studies. So now I have to go back. I'm going to close a couple of these tabs to my editor. Everything's saved on this page, so I can click back. I'm going to find my neurodiversity studies page. Click on that. And I know I don't want this to just say neurodiversity. I want this to be beyond the social model of disability. So I'm going to change this to beyond the social model of disability. Make sure that my slug is now beyond maybe social model. I'll update that, and then let's visit the page to see what it looks like. So this is correct, and it's linking to the appropriate menu. So you'll just have to go through each of these menu items and make sure that you're changing the original page so that it now says the correct module page, and then you should be good. Then just make your edits on each module page and go into your posts as well. And then remember that you'll have to link your images to each post. And a good thing to do too is to go back into your editor. Let's go back and let's go to posts. And sometimes I find this menu pretty confusing, right? There's like a lot of stuff here. So I'll just go one at a time. And let's say that I am working on the first module, individual models of disability. So I'll use the search icon and I'll say individual models of disability. And then what's nice is that I have the 3 things that come up for the 3 posts that come up: the big ideas and lesson, the assigned resources, and the summary. So it's not as overwhelming. Now I know exactly what I need to work with. So I might go into my big ideas and lesson, and I'll check that my URL slug is appropriate. It says big ideas lesson for intro to critical disability, which you might want it to say now, just like for intro to models or something like that. Update the page and then make sure that this looks okay. The posts, like these big ideas lessons and the assigned resources and summary, aren't actually linked in the menu, so this will be less confusing, but remember that they're linked on each module page. So then once I make sure that my title is correct, I like my URL slug, I've updated that, I can go, and this is covered in another video, but I just want to quickly cover it here too. I can view this post, I can copy this URL, and I can go into my editor and edit each image so that it's linked to the appropriate post. So I want this to link to beyond the social model of disability, big ideas and lesson post. Okay, so I think that's everything I'll cover in this video. Thanks for watching.